Okay, now members, we are going to see how we plot these lines in simple terms. We are going to see the two types, the vertical and horizontal, then this one which are slanting. Slanting like this or like this, then vertical, then horizontal like this. So, we are going to see how do we plot them. Then, horizontal lines are lines that pass through a given coordinates, given coordinates and given y coordinates, and they only cross the y-axis. So these horizontal lines, for them, they only cut the y-axis, while the vertical lines are lines that pass through a given x coordinate and they only cut the x-axis. So verticals, you see, of course, vertical to go up like this, we are only cutting the x-axis. Let us see examples here. Draw the following lines. Y is equal to these ones here. Let me just take a ruler. Now look at the way you plot them. You come for y equaling 3. Y equaling 3, it means that this y is on the y-axis. Now you come on the y-axis. Press a value when y is 3. This is when y is 3. Put your ruler like this, draw that line, as simple as that. So you put your ruler like this, then you draw that line. So if I draw mine, you see this is the 3 and it's on the y-axis, then I draw my line like this. So that's the line y equaling 2, 3. As simple as that. Then when I come to the next, here they're giving me x equaling 4. It's x, meaning it's on the x-axis. I go on the x-axis and I trace out the value which is 4, which is here. Then you draw a line passing through that 4. Here I drew a line passing through a 3. Now here I drew a line passing through a 4 on the x-axis. Why? Because this is an x value. So then I put here, then I draw a line passing through that like this. So that will be my line, x equaling to 4. When I come to y equaling to negative 2, it's now still y. Y, so I go on the y-axis. But this line is negative 2. On the y-axis where we have negative 2, it's here. So you put your ruler there. It's going through now negative 2. This line will pass through negative 2 on the y-axis like this. So I draw my line, then like this. So this will be my line, y equaling to negative 2. Then here I have x equaling to negative 3. Now you see that this x and negative. So this is the x-axis. Now we trace on the x. This is my x, which is negative 3. Now this time is negative. So I just get my ruler, I draw a line passing through that like this. When you finish that, that will be your line, x equaling to negative 3. And now you start. These ones are what we call the vertical lines. They only pass through given values of x. So this one is passing through 4 all the way. The x value here is going to be 4 only. Here, negative 3. Here, this one now, this one are what we call the horizontal lines. They pass through this x-axis, y-axis horizontally. Now, we have x is equal to 0. Remember, this is our 0 parents. X is equal to 0 is the line that now starts its x. It means it's going to cut the x-axis. These ones, all of them, we are cutting the x-axis. I think if it's x, it cuts the x-axis. So now this one is x equal to 0, so it's going to cut the x-axis. So this is where 0 is. So this is the line. So I draw, then this is the line, x equal to 0. So this is the line, x equal to 0. So in simple terms, sometimes they call the y-axis the line x is equal to 0. Have you got the reason why? Because it's all this is a line that cuts the x-axis passing through 0. Then y equal to 0, it means it cuts the y-axis. Now it cuts the y-axis. Cut will have to be like this. But passing through 0. So this is my 0. A line that cuts it is going to be there, like this. Then I draw my line like this. So this is the line, y is equal to 0. I think you see that now if they don't call it the x-axis, they are going to call it the line y is equal to 0. Those are the reasons. So this is the note. X-axis is sometimes called the line y is equal to 0. I think you've seen y. Then y-axis is sometimes called the line x is equal to 0. I think you see y now. They don't want them to plot x is equal to 1. X, if it's x, it cuts the x-axis. 1 is here, like that, as you've seen. Okay, that's one out slanting lines. These are lines with positive or negative gradients. To draw them, we only need 2 points on them, i.e., the x-axis intercept. We know that at x-axis intercept, y is 0. I think there is no y. Here, x-axis intercept, y is 0. Or the y-axis intercept in simple terms, and the y-axis intercept, x is 0. That's now the reason. Now, the question is, draw the following lines, this and this. So we have this one, we need the intercepts. The first is, when x is 0, this is how we use this table. You just need to draw this table with only 3 columns. Like this, you put x, you put y. So you get when x is 0, I'm on now the y-axis intercept. When x is 0, put here 0. You'll be that saying that will be 4. Y will be 4 if this is 0. Wow, this will be y plus 0 equaling 4, is that your y will be 4. If I put here when x is 0, y will be 4. Because this will be 0 plus 4, which is 4. Then the other intercept is when y is 0. So when y is 0, put here 0. We have now 0 equaling to x plus 4. To get x, you make this the side. You take this the side, so you have x equaling to negative 4. So x is negative 4. When y is 0, x is negative 4. So now those will be the points. So the points, we pick them in xy form. So the points are 0, 4. Then this one is, the x is negative 4. Then y is 0. So now we are going to plot those two. Now when I plot them, I come 0, 4. 0, 4. This is our 0, 4. This is going to be the point. I think remember that. Then negative 4, 0. This one is telling me that you have negative here 4. You are not moving anything in y. Then you get your ruler and then you join these 2 points. You join these 2 points, this and then this. So you join like this. Now, after drawing that, this will be your line y equaling to x plus 4. And you have finished the drawing it. You see that it's slanting. Now, when I come to the next, is 4x equaling to negative. By the way, the moment that this one is positive, the coefficient of x is positive. When we have already it in this form, y equaling to mx plus c. When this is positive, it's always going to be increasing. When you see it's negative, the coefficient of x, when it's the other side of the equal side and the y is this side, so it's going to be increasing. Anyway, when x is 0, we put here 0. Shall be having 4y equaling to negative 3 into 0, then plus 12. Shall be having 4y equaling to 12. And start from here, our y will be 3. So when x is 0, y is 3. This is how we use this table with ease. Then we come when, now this one, when x is 0 is the y-axis intercept. Then we go to the other one, when now when y is 0. We just test when x is 0 and then when y is 0. So now when x is 0, we have got the value of y. Then we come, when y is 0, what is the value of x? So this point now will be 0, 3. Then I come when x, now when y is 0, I put here 0, 4 into 0 equal to negative 3x plus 12. This will be 0 equal to negative 3x plus 12. Take this side, we have 3x equal to 12. When it crosses equal signs, it becomes a positive. And start there, your x will be a 4. The point you get there, we write it in the form of xy. That's why here we have 0, 3. xy. Then x here is 4, and y we have seen is 0. So this one is 4. 4, 0, 0, 3. As it has that. Now to put them, I come at 0, 3. 0, 3 is here. 0, 3. The y is 3. X we are not moving. Then this one is 4, 0. 4, 0. On x is 4. Y I'm not moving anything. That's it. Then I draw line joining those 2 points. So you draw line joining those 2 points. Like this. this will be my line. So then you name it that this is my line. This one here, y equal to negative 3x plus 12. I think the 6 is slanting, but for it is decreasing. Why? This one means it has a negative gradient. This one is increasing because it has a positive gradient. So that's how you plot lines members. You just need only 2 points, the intercept method, as simple as that. So that's it. I wish you best.